Imagine working on a group project at uni. There are 5 different students with different backgrounds, each working on their separate part of the project. As a consequence, new ideas will not be formed and knowledge will not be shared among them. Consequences can be more severe in a big organization. Therefore, knowledge management is important. There are many benefits from knowledge management, especially if it's used effectively. Knowledge management is not only about developing new knowledge. For example, KM or knowledge management can have a positive impact on growth and encourage innovation. Eventually, this will give the company an advantage in competitiveness.
So, what exactly is knowledge management?
Knowledge management is a discipline that promotes an integrated approach to identifying, capturing, evaluating, retrieving and sharing all of an enterprise's information assets. These assets may include databases, documents, policies and procedures, and previously uncaptured expertise and experience in individual workers.
Now, let's talk about the development of knowledge management. It is not until the mid-1980s that people recognized the importance of knowledge and realized that it could be captured and stored. However, because of the emerging competitive environment, knowledge was viewed as an asset, something that should not be shared. As technology developed rapidly in the 1990s, organizations struggled to adapt to the quickly changing business environment and acknowledge the importance of not just capturing but sharing the knowledge. This is when the concept of knowledge management became popular. Individual and organizations started to manage and share knowledge mainly by writing things down for others to read. Typical practices include lesson learned databases, best practice programs, and documented management systems. However, people soon came to realize that the thing that can be written down is only a small portion of the knowledge that an individual possesses, the tip of an iceberg, the explicit knowledge. Explicit knowledge, also referred to as the know what, is a type of knowledge that can easily be codified and shared without a need for discussion.
In the mid-1990s, another type of knowledge, the tacit knowledge, was introduced. Tacit or know-how knowledge is a type of knowledge that is hard to be defined and expressed, which even ourselves are not aware of, a large hidden part of the iceberg. However, being able to share tacit knowledge is the vital part of KM, as it can provide lasting competitive advantage and nurture innovations. Unlike the explicit knowledge, which can be easily handled by IT, managing and sharing tacit knowledge requires people to have interaction, conversation, trust, and time, as it is rooted deeply in people's action, commitment, and involvement. It involves locating the source of knowledge, enabling and encouraging the sharing of that knowledge via connecting people. Typical methods used are community practice, social network analysis, and people finder.
We are part of the oldest and largest knowledge management system there is, the education system, including schools and universities. Under this platform, teachers, lecturers and tutors spread their knowledge from the few to the many. Universities have been around for centuries, developing advanced methods of passing on knowledge to the next generation. This knowledge can then be spread throughout many disciplines as students join the workforce. Successful companies have long since identified the importance of knowledge management systems and now spend millions developing and improving their systems. Used effectively, they can increase profits and allow companies to remain successful into the future.
So how will this apply to us specifically as engineers? Firstly, engineers implement knowledge management by decision-making documentation. This is done at both the design and management level. By documenting the sequence of events that led to a final decision, as well as the rationale behind each decision, thought processes can be captured and reused, even after the engineer that recorded the process has left the company. Another way engineers use knowledge management is in developing and distributing design guidance. This involves engineers collaborating to assess the bases for many decisions and generalizing them into a guidance for other engineers. The guidances are then distributed in the form of standards or technical references. By capturing the knowledge of the most experienced engineers, we can ensure that knowledge is not lost, but passed on and improved. Our world contains more knowledge now than it ever has. What we do with that knowledge and how we pass it on is crucial to our advancement as a society.